Big numbers. Whole team counting this a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Man.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Stop your whining. 5-9.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 95, 56. Stay scared. Ready, back.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
95, 56, 95, 56.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
36.
From the 29, Brees. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here I come again.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check back. Kill.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Match the score, Saints 7, Jaguars nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Brissett on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Breeze nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mike, 53, Mike. In your face. Hey, team 6. Take 4.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 20. 1-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus. Williams.
Intercepted by the Saints. His guys
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Sammy! Mike's 50. Hey, foxtrot.
Now Breeze. And that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking long for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 13-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they pass.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
A gain of 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to.
And the pressure gets Jake Ryan. He gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They come up on second and has not been there this afternoon. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you? Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's Foles. That is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Breeze. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Jake Ryan.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain. To the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Foles. Going up top. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Again, it's Kamara. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 41, Breeze is going to fire one deep, middle of the... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a gain of 34. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other...
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 5-9. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Good. 5-4, ready. Go. Ready, tack.
Now Breeze. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a nice spin into some open field. And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, dude.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jake Ryan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Good. 5-4, ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Fournette, a first down carry, twisting away. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Foles. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
All right, 380. Under. I'm going to come back to you.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Demario Davis there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Fournette. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. And
the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Mike, 53, Mike. Hey, wahoo! 3 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big third down play there for the Jags. 52 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now Leonard Fournette, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jackson. It's a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambeau on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 48 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On second down, Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Good. 180. Seven's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, goal. Down goal. Down goal. 27 mic. 27 mic. Hey, Haywood. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to hit. 47 to go.
They begin with a run by Fournette. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They're running it. What we got?
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses? The coach was a decided favorite. What do they always say to us? But you do know, this is